Welcome back to This Week in Crime, everybody. We got another banger on our hands. I'm Steve here. I'm here with Saul Trujillo.
What's up, y'all?
How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. Feeling good.
Feeling good. I've been feeling good. You know why? Because I've been smoking weed from one of our sponsors, West Coast Gardens. Big smoke, big smoke.
Big smoke.
Oh, man, dude. I've been goddamn just cruising around, smoking weed, enjoying life. It's such a beautiful day today.
It's November, baby.
November. It's
November. Now that Sober October's done, baby, you're back on.
Back.
I think we got regular Steve.
Oh, yeah. You got a 4 p.m. beer?
I wasn't going to call you out like that, but you know, with the 4 p.m. IPA.
I'm back.
Did you get drunk yet?
No. Have I got drunk yet? Yeah, one time. I think that was
it a good experience or a whatever experience?
I'm good. I think I'm going to pull back. It's not quite as fun.
You didn't clock in. You're like the Matrix. You're like, I'm back,
Yeah,
baby.
no. It was very much
that.
like I clocked in for a second, grabbed Mr. Anderson, and then pulled myself right back out the Matrix.
Okay, well, I mean, is it just... So you're saying Sober October was a good thing? Is it...
I think it was a good thing, you know? It was boring, but it was good.
Yeah. But it's good now that you know, like, all right, I could live without 4 p.m. IPAs.
Yeah. I mean, so this one really comes from... We both went to court this week.
Yeah.
We are in a civil trial against each other to see who's a better friend. Yeah, so we both went today. Or no, how'd yours go, bud?
I went good, man. I originally, I definitely deserved the ticket I got. I got a cell phone ticket in Los Angeles.
Hard to do.
It's hard to do, but the way the guy pulled me over originally, he pulled me over and another lady in a different lane. I've never seen before. The two at the same time pull over. We both pulled over. And then when he pulled us over, the lady immediately was like I'm going to argue with the how dare you? And I was like, I'm going to fight this in court because there's no way this guy shows. And like clockwork, didn't show, baby.
Yeah, he's not showing for that.
Fighting a cell phone. If you are on a cell phone and just be on a cell phone in your car. Yeah. Be on a cell phone. It doesn't matter.
I mean, a Tesla is a cell phone.
I didn't know.
You're driving an iPad, so I don't know how do they get caught for these things.
I don't have a stereo or anything like that, or like I'm never gonna put one of those cell phone things. I'm not an Uber driver. I'm not gonna put that, or a nerd. Yeah. I'm gonna look down like a normal person.
Yeah,
and just do it, and then fight the cell phone ticket because lazy cops are good cops.
Yeah, if you're showing up to get a guy in trouble for a cell phone ticket, you should have better things to do.
Yeah, like I don't know, Police Los Angeles.
Yeah,
maybe?
Police Los Angeles. I ran mine today was, if you go back to my old podcast, World on Drugs, there's an episode about my friend getting almost stabbed to death in front of my face. His name was Feng Chao, good buddy of mine. Today we went to court. It's a little scary in there, but it's just the prelims.
The prelims?
I think that's what they call it.
Do they really call them the prelims?
Yeah.
All preliminary hearings? I'm such a fight idiot. I'm like, the prelim fights?
Yeah, no, like happening? Chow had to weigh in. He sadly was overweight, and he had to go on a water diet. No, so we went in there. The first time I saw the guy, Vito, since he stabbed Chow 7 times.
A guy named Vito does sound like he stabs, and real good.
Oh, he's very Italian. Came in, doesn't look like he's been doing well since the stabbing.
Oh, no.
Honestly, both of them haven't been doing fucking great. But he looked like shite. His jacket was all holy.
You say karma has taken over the man who stabs.
Yeah, it's been a very calm. You know, this thing, though, I got to say this about the LA judicial system.
What?
There's some fucking hot judges. Did you notice that? Did you get a hot judge?
I have not gotten a hot judge.
Oh, my God.
Both of the judges that I've gotten, they're flamboyantly, they seem flamboyantly gay.
Yes, LA courtrooms are like a TV show.
Yeah, if both of mine were flamboyantly gay, and then yours were hot. It's like E-Channel is what's happening.
Yeah,
with these
it's
LA
E-Channel.
judicial judges.
TMZ right now, they're getting people in. Dude, my fucking judge was so hot and elegant, it was disturbing to sit in court.
Well, you just had a boner the whole time?
No. It's like Claire Danes or like Meryl Streep. You're just like, this is a piece of fucking work. Like a masterpiece.
Look at this quality white woman.
Quality white woman. Actually, you know, the lead DA was a fucking like Filipino guy. He was great. It was cool. It was very great. The whole courtroom experience for me,
If you were to Yelp it right now, what would it be?
Parking, 10 out of 10. Ambiance, it was better than. Did you go to Beverly Hills?
No, I didn't go to Beverly Hills.
Santa Monica?
I went to like the regular. I went to South LA. So I was gonna say
Oh.
parking 10 out of 10. Awful. There's a guy.
Yeah, yours wasn't good.
No, it wasn't good at all.
You're like, I had to
I
park in a
couldn't bring a
Taco Bell
lighter
parking
inside.
lot. Really?
Yeah, they wouldn't let me bring a lighter inside. They're like, you can't have this in here. I was like, okay, just throw it in the garbage then. I don't know. It was a crack lighter, to be honest. Those
it was?
cheapies.
Yeah.
Those ones you buy for 50 cents at the liquor store.
That one you should have to light the lighter, and if it goes more than 4 inches, you're automatically arrested.
Yeah, he was probably just like, no, just in general, don't have these. Throw this in the garbage. Get a
This
big.
is for fourth graders. These are children's lighters. They explode. Yeah, so the chick was hot. Her honor was hot as balls.
No, you're allowed. Go ahead.
I mean, just elegant. Even my girlfriend, we were just watching. We are like, put me to death. I'm ready to go.
Death?
Sentence me to a life of marriage.
Hey, sexy judge up there.
Sexy judge. Everyone in there was pretty good looking. So it's kind of fun. I mean, it wasn't fun seeing that guy. It was a little triggering, but he's so weak and little now.
So, well, yeah, now you feel strong, huh? No knife. Now you ain't got no knife. Steve will take you.
I mean, I've got to admit, I am far bigger than this man.
Uh-huh. But you also don't use a knife.
Yeah,
Like-
well, he surprised. He had a great attack strategy, actually. His attack was to hide around a corner.
Uh-huh, that's good. Already pretty good.
So if we're going to make fun of other people's cases, we'll make fun of our own. So he hides around a corner. Best one, I'd say corners, top 5 place to hide.
Mm-hmm.
What are we feeling here, folks?
Bushes.
Alleys, bushes, corners. This corner had a bush, so it just went from top 5, top 2. We're talking all-time hiding place.
Yeah.
So this guy's hiding behind a fucking bush. Plastic chair in hand. Okay? So think of this, right? Shoulder to the bush corner, swinging with the plastic chair. Okay?
Okay.
So Chow comes around. He swings with the plastic chair, launches it at Chow. You know, if you get a plastic chair right on somebody, it's like one
Yeah.
of those axes where it just sticks.
Yeah.
You know, and you got like this like fat guy in a little coat thing.
He's all stuck in the
He's
ground. No! Plastic chair prison.
And then the other hand, the guy stabbed him multiple times.
Jesus Christ. The
So
lion tamer strategy, dude.
Barnum and Bailey's, he came with that BB. And then
Now you're in court, dude.
now he's in court. Now it didn't look good. I mean, the motherfucker strolled in there like he was about to get a cappuccino. He's like, his hands were in his pockets. He was just like, I'm like, dude. It was so funny because he goes, not guilty. And then a little bit later, they go, did you stab him 7 times? He goes, yes. So I was like, all right, buddy, play both sides.
It's just,
So you got out of your tickets. So that's good. We all, you know.
yeah, and then it's good making friends with other people who just like also had lazy cops. Because like some guy was like, man, I was going like 120 on the freeway and I know I didn't do it. I was like, this dude did it.
Yeah.
But then like he
You're
came
like, what do you
by,
drive? He's like, Dodge Challenger. Like, you fucking did it, my guy.
and then as I was leaving, he was like, brother. He was across the street. He's like, he didn't show. I was like, mine didn't show either. He's like, yeah. So like we both had a weird like connection there.
That's good. Here's my question. Okay. This is a good question. What are you getting out of bed for if it's a cop? If you got to show up?
Oof.
Red light? You getting out of bed for a red light? Red light's pretty bad.
You get. I've as a person who has.
I've gotten multiple red lights.
You've got multiple with the you get the mail and the thing where you definitely did it.
Yeah.
Like
and
fucking
you're just
narc
driving.
ass camera.
Bro, mine is always, this is in the past. Whatever the amount of distance for crime to not be applicable anymore is. So it's normally me stopped at a red. I've had 2 of these. Stopped at the red, but I'm so high I'm looking at the light after it. So like it's literally, bro, just like me stopped dead at a red and just slowly going.
They're like, hey, you just show up to court, wasn't me. What do you?
Yeah, it literally couldn't be more me. It's like I went at no speed. I'm walking across. I have my ID up, 2 forms of ID. I got a credit card. Yeah, everyone is me.
Oh my god. I just look so guilty in mine. Like I
Yeah.
stole a sandwich. It's
Yeah,
I look terrible. Like it's just bad.
We
But
got
I still drive the same way. I still run through these fucking. Now it's just the phone tells me red light, camera ahead. I go, all right, take it easy.
this is I think they've reduced the red light cameras.
Really?
around LA. You don't see him as much anymore. As a guy who got a lot of reds, there's a lot of flashing going on in my past. Okay, there was a lot of me driving, things going ding, and being like, fuck!
You having anxiety is just a Japanese tourist. You're like, stop taking pictures when I'm driving through red lights. It hurts my eyes.
It's daytime. The flash doesn't work. Come on, Kunisaki. All right, and we're back. Up next, we got one from Newser.com from October 5th, 2022. Man clings to the... God damn it. Newser.com, October 5th, 2022. Man clings... One more time. Cling. That's a hard word. Newser.com, October 5th, 2022. Man clings to back of semi-truck for 130 miles.
Oh, boy.
Dustin Slocum, which sounds like every relief pitcher I've ever heard of in my life. I think he's in the A's minor league system.
Minor league system.
Was charged with joyriding and public intoxication. We're gonna scroll down, get a little FaceTime with old Dustin. What are we describing this man looks like?
Where's he at?
You not got a picture of him?
I don't got a picture of him.
Okay, I'll give it to you. He looks like a man.
He was like a Breaking Bad character.
He looks like a... He's season 1. He's got a herpes sore. Very great. Or some hit him when he was on 130-mile chair.
That is a man who, if you do a crime with, he's the first one snitching. Who snitched? It was Dustin.
He's the first guy who shoots somebody. We said no one would die.
He's like, I got scared. Now's not the time to be scared, Dustin.
Dusty. A Kansas man has been charged with joyriding, but his ride doesn't sound like a joyful one. Police say Dustin Slocum climbed into the back of a tractor trailer at a shipping yard in Wichita and held onto a door bar for a 130-mile joy journey down Interstate 35. I feel like, jumping in the back of a tractor is just Uber for Kansas.
He's like, my Uber's not here yet. Yeah, it's here. It's here. It's definitely here.
Hey, Floyd Lee, let me pop on that bad boy.
This mattress is moving, man. Where's this going on?
Also, is this that dangerous? I've seen like TikToks in India, and there's like 40,000 people on a train. I think one guy on a John Deere. He's just enjoying America.
Yeah, there is like 40 guys on like the back of a train. There's like a chicken. Like the chicken's hanging on. How are you not? Of course you're going to hang on, man.
I love driving through and it's like, you got a chickens, you got a horse, just one man on meth, it's a pig.
Yeah, a little lady with a bag just sitting. It's like, what is happening?
The truck driver, unaware he had a passenger on his rear, stopped in Guthrie, Oklahoma, after other drivers got him to pull over around 2:30 a.m. Monday. Okay, I want to say this too, 2:30 a.m. tractor rides, that's a Friday thing.
Yeah. That's definitely weekend
That's
activities.
Weekend activities,
man.
yeah.
That's weekend activities. You got a problem if you're in the back of a
Yeah, it's like doing cocaine. Riding on the back of loose semis is like doing cocaine, okay?
Yeah.
Number one, you need to stop before 2:30 a.m.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be on a Monday.
Yeah. You got to be a real weekend warrior about it, man.
Police say several drivers called 911 after spotting Slocum, but it took troopers some time to locate the truck. A lot of trucks on at 2:30 a.m. on a Monday in Oklahoma, I guess. Slocum stood on the trailer's rear rails as he clung to the door bar.
Jesus.
This definitely does sound like the best way to get home after you're drunk.
Yeah, it definitely does. I'm not going to call an Uber. I'm going to bother a friend.
I don't want to puke in his car.
Drive here. Yeah, the puke in the car.
Yeah.
Have you ever puked in a car?
I had this really good time one time. Me and my buddy are in high school. We're playing beer pong. And at my buddy's house, we're playing all night long. And it's 4:30 in the morning, and we'd taken Molly and played beer pong. It was actually with my buddy David Kunisaki, who I was thinking of a Japanese name. And I just said it earlier. We're driving home. He's in his, like, the most indestructible car of all time. We're talking like a 97 Camry. that tan color. Inside's all cloth, just classic, never gonna die.
Every
car.
single Camry ever in my
ever
life.
climb, yeah, it's been tan and tan.
Yeah.
We're going down the 80 in Sacramento. We're going 80 on the 80 in Sacramento. He just opens his door, flying, yaks, pulls it back in, looks over, smiles, smokes a prime time, and takes me home. Remember prime times?
Yeah.
Prime times were like Swishers for children.
Yeah.
They were like dipped in candy. It was like candy and formaldehyde.
Wait.
Tastes like
Was it the
cherry.
3 for $1 ones with the blackjack dealer on it? Or
Yeah, it was a blackjack dealer on it.
Yeah.
And then, but we would get the pack, and we would think we're so cool, and we smoke them, and they were literally like watermelon, just watermelon cancer lungs.
He's a professional though. That is
Yeah.
a professional move. You're not bothering anybody. You're throwing up at it. It's the gravity's taking the vomit
Yeah,
away.
it's like pooping out of a plane. It disintegrates. No one knows where it goes.
It just disintegrates. Oh my god, that is great though.
Yeah.
Straight savage.
Oh yeah, what about you?
I've puked into my shirt. Like and I didn't have a bag or nothing, but I didn't want to bother it, so I got the shirt up. So I went past my insecurities of everyone seeing my tummy. So I just
Brave.
puked into my shirt, and then I just out the window like that. Didn't get no drips on the car or nothing. People were impressed. I was impressed.
I'm impressed too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are these people? Friends, family? Or are you on one
College.
of
I went to a lot of UC Davis parties, and I didn't go to UC Davis.
Oh yeah, I had a few of those. That's a weird one to go to too, because it's not like a big party school, and they're all kind of nerds.
Yeah, it was mainly nerds.
Yeah,
It was mainly nerds.
A lot of nerds.
A lot of nerds.
What up? Everyone's just, I'm like, oh, this is a bunch of people with social anxiety. Trooper Eric Foster with Oklahoma Highway Patrol says Slocum is lucky to be alive. It's good that we were able to get him stopped and keep that man that was on the back of that safe, because that could have been a fatal mistake. Foster says Slocum was also charged with public intoxication. Foster says there's a couple of different stories about why Slocum was on the back of a semi-truck. According to the Guthrie News page, Slocum claimed he had been looking for his wife.
Real taken situation. Where's my wife?
Bro, if your wife is on the back of trailers in Kansas, that ain't your wife no more. She belongs to the fields.
Yeah, he's married to a raccoon. That's not a person. Maybe that's how he picks up women. Maybe it's, I'm looking for a lady.
I'm looking for a wife.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's looking to do some jackass shit.
Yeah, he was like, this is Jerry Slocum.
Hi, I'm Dustin. Welcome to Jackass. And he just sleeps on the back of a truck.
Okay, Saul, you just got caught on the back of a truck in motherfucking Oklahoma. What are your excuses you coming with?
I probably have you guys seen my dog? And
Oh, I like that.
Show them a picture of a dog that I have.
Yeah.
Then they'll leave you alone. Have you guys seen my dog is solid right there. Mm-hmm. I'm going more along the lines of people like feel bad for me and then they just leave you alone. Because if you come up with anything else like, this isn't where my bed is, then
Or
they
like,
get mad.
I'm looking for my wife.
No one believes. If you had a picture of your wife,
Yeah.
then it'd be like, oh,
Have
this
you
is
seen
sad.
this woman?
This is a sad man. What about you?
I'm going to go. Oh, I would go stargazing, but this is the thing. Has been a train hopping hobo ever been something you've been interested in?
A little piece.
Yes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Tony in the booth. You? Yeah, really?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
ever
every
since
man.
Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure.
Oh, okay.
I've always wanted to
Mine's a little more dirty
train
hobo.
hop.
There's a pack. I'm on top of the train. I put the pack under me, and I'm stargazing across this country once.
I love that you still have in your brain that a hobo from like the 90s, like from a Disney movie.
The 1890s.
Yeah, like a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Like they're just homeless to be homeless. It's just a can of beans and the road. It's not drug problems at all.
Yeah, and I'm surrounded by homeless people, so I should know. But
From your apartment, you
Yeah.
look down, you're like, one day.
one day, I'll be with you, fellas. All right, that was story one.
Story 2.
I'm going to do the Kansas man.
Yeah.
Autopsy?
Kansas man.
Okay. Newser.com, September 10th, 2022. A Kansas man who admitted running an illegal autopsy scheme has been sentenced to nearly 6 years in prison for wire fraud. I don't even know what that sentence meant. I don't think
So above my head.
anyone has ever written a sentence like that. A Kansas man who admitted to running an illegal autopsy scheme, that's one thing, has been sentenced to nearly 6 years, okay, for wire fraud.
What was it? Just like, I got a bunch of dead bodies in this office room.
You got a Cash App?
You could have just said that.
Cash App me? Sean Parcells, 42, was sentenced Monday in federal court to 1 count of wire fraud, the U.S. Attorney's Office said. He pled guilty in May. As part of the plea deal, 9 other fraud counts were dropped. Parcells, a self-taught pathology assistant with no formal education, and he is the owner of National Autopsy Services, persuaded a client to pay $5,000 for an autopsy, according to court records. The client received an email autopsy report that appeared to be autographed by Parcells. No pathologist was involved in the examination or report, which is illegal.
Wow. What a go-getter. Just cut the middleman of education out. And just
I like it.
I love to cut dead bodies.
Yep, I am a doctor. Feel free to call me Steve Fury. I could doctor it up.
He's doing what he loves, Steve. All right? He's in there. He loves cutting up bodies. Why is there no trade school for this? I'm talking about University of Phoenix for being a pathologist.
Like, yeah, number one, we should get people into there quick. What are you messing up? Oops, cut off his balls. Doesn't matter, he's dead. Throw it in the hole.
Yeah, honestly, if you would have told me, like, hey, we accidentally cut off your grandpa's dick, like, as long as he
Let it
fits
go.
in the suit and he looks good on his funeral day, I don't give a shit.
Put on a bigger one. Let's treat the old
I know
fella.
you got him back there in jars.
Yeah, get him a little bigger one. Open the fly, let it hang out. I want people to remember the man he was.
Let him be buried with a bigger bird, man. Come on.
Also, imagine this, right? Hard times in your life. You're gonna make up a fake business. I'm gonna go pretty fucking far before I go to autopsy.
What fake business would you do?
Gambling den. Did I ever tell you I used to work at an illegal gambling den?
Here's the thing, Steve. That's why I'm glad. A part of the reason why I'm glad I'm on this show is because you've kind of like, hey man, I used to do this, and I was like, wait a minute, you're like, pass the blunt. I'm like, wait a minute, tell me more, you piece of shit.
I did it for about 3 months.
Okay.
This was an illegal gambling den in Sacramento, California. I believe on Martin Luther King Boulevard. Not trying to be racist. It just was there.
That's only the fact that every single street has crime on it is named Martin Luther. That's not a you thing. That's
and
America
also
thing.
any park named Cesar Chavez has live music.
It has
on
live
Fridays.
music and cholo teenagers that are more dangerous than they look.
So I pull up to this place. My buddy has it. My old roommate Eric has it, and we're getting paid under the table and getting not Social Security, but welfare.
Whoa. Okay. Because you can't, if you aren't a piece of shit, you can only make so much money for welfare to.
Yeah, people always think that like you make all this kind of money. It's very bare minimum.
Yeah.
It's very bare minimum. The food stamps are okay. We get like $1.50 a month, and that's not an insane amount. So at the time, we just were like, okay, let's just do this. So my buddy got it for me. So I pull in there, and it's a bunch of computers
Yeah.
that have weird games, and then the games you can get tokens to print. Use
Okay.
their printer, and instead of using the printer, you can cash those tokens out, get your money back.
Whoa. Weird, but okay.
And
So there was like a casino with computers?
yes, old school computers, like the kind you got like our age, like you'd play like not necessarily Oregon Trail, but like Freddy the Fish or like that little red car game, like
Gateway Solutions?
That gateway.
computers?
These are
Yeah,
all
yeah,
gateways. There's a strong gateway, Infinity processors.
Yeah.
So, and it's just like they had like 10 games, and they're all vaguely just games you'd play, card games or something like that.
Yeah.
But a lot of them were kind of hidden. Like it was like a fish game of memory or something like that, and you do this kind of stuff. You'd win tokens, and you could use their printer, and no one ever used a printer. You just cash out the tokens. But bro, I thought it was cool because they're like, you got a shotgun back here. Everyone's going to gamble. Cool. So this part of Sacramento.
Wait, they just gave you a shotgun?
Bro, I was the only person there.
Okay. They're like, it's just like, all right, you got your badge, you get your clock in number, that's nice.
Yeah.
I was like, your shotgun.
You got
You're
a
gonna need that.
shotgun, and there's a piece of glass, kind of like it was a lot like what Tony had. If most of this is glass, and then this room is about 2 bigger that way, about 6 that way.
Okay.
So it looked like a computer room. And so I'm sitting back there. I got my gun, and the people that are coming in here are the lowest of the low.
You're not doing well.
No.
Not doing
You're going
great.
to like makeshift, to even be in the circles where you hear about makeshift.
Yeah. If you're going
gambling
to
dens.
pop-up casinos,
Pop-up
you're not
casinos
doing the best.
for Freddy the Fish kind of luck games. You're doing bad. So I'm in there and I'm like, but I'm getting like $20 an hour.
Yeah, of course. And how old are you at this point?
19.
Come on, man.
$20 an hour, taxed, straight cash every day, and I'm getting extra stuff, right? And I might have one selling weed on the side. So these 3 months were probably one of the highest paying months of my life. So I get in there and I'm there chilling. Pretty much it's pretty easy. People come with their thing. I give them money, and then a crazy homeless guy comes in, and I'm behind that glass, and I go, okay, don't matter, man. This fucking glass was not glass.
It was made out of rock sugar.
Yeah, it was. My guy, when he banged on it, and the wall almost fell down. I was like, oh no, this crazy homeless guy can take it. So I got rid of him, went home that day, never did it again. My other buddy worked there a little while until he got shut down, but he wasn't working there a day. He got shut down.
I do remember watching the news of one of the casinos in Sacramento like that going down.
Yeah, recently I think it happened.
Well, no, it was like a while ago, back when,
okay.
because we could have easily met back then, because that's right around when I started gambling. I started going to indie casinos, but if you'd have told me that there was a room in Sacramento where you play Rochambeau.
He's like, were you that shithead behind that piece of glass that wouldn't give me my tokens for the printer?
Is that all you did? They didn't sell like candy and soda and shit like that? It always feels like bodega's a scratcher.
Yeah, there's like a shitty bodega. Yeah, we had like the mixed pack of chips.
No, you did it.
Yeah,
Oh
mixed pack of chips.
I was just kidding.
And canned sodas, but we didn't have a fridge, so they're pretty warm.
Warm? Just imagine you're fucking doing good in life. You're drinking warm soda. You're playing... You're playing competitive Oregon Trail for
There's
money.
a 19-year-old with a shotgun behind a piece of wax paper. God, that was terrifying when that guy started shaking that, because I realized that the wall wasn't a wall. It was like someone put you ever play the game Stratego?
Yeah.
Where you kind of move these split pieces. It was a Stratego up, easily flicked down.
When I was doing casinos early on, it was my first encounter with gang members. Love to gamble. I mean, how else are you going to
wash your money?
Wash your money.
Mm-hmm.
So when the specific casino that I went to was the Cameo Club. The Cameo Club in Stockton, California, majority had Cambodian gang members. They had cholos. They had majority Asian. So the way they played blackjack there is 4 hands per hand. So it's community blackjack. So there's one person who makes the call, but there's money behind that. So you have one person say hit on 13. So even if you don't want them to hit, you still got to go. You got to ride. You got to ride with that. So that was the issue with gangs, because there would be one time I saw a dude hit, and they were like, don't hit. He's like, fuck you, it's my hand. And he had like $20 out there, as opposed to the person behind him had 2 racks. So he hit, he bust, and then he had to walk out of there. I saw him walk out of there with the gun. He had to walk out with a gun like what's up? He had to walk, because they were going to jump him right then and there. So he walked out with his back to them, pointing, had his gun out of his waist, I got to get out of here. So it was just that's the type of shit that I saw, but never.
That's pretty bad.
That's pretty crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. But I'd see that all the time. But it's just, you get desensitized by that because you're worried about your own little gambling world.
Yeah. And plus, you just kind of get into that world, Like when I was selling drugs, you'd look around, if you're placed into that place randomly, you're like a mom from Utah, it'd be a lot weirder than if that's just what I did every
Actually,
Friday night.
she'd probably be really weirded out by seeing a Cambodian crip with
face
with
tattoos
a rat tail and face tattoo.
Oh, the rat tails are heavy in Stockton.
Asian, if you see an
Asians and
with
Mexicans.
Asian and Mexican with a face tattoo and a rat tail, you're in trouble.
Some kind of metal tooth. Run.
Yeah.
Don't hit on 13. Parcells gained national attention in 2014 when he assisted a privately hired pathologist in an autopsy of who? Michael Brown, the unarmed black 18-year-old from Ferguson, Missouri, who was fatally shot by a white police officer. The autopsy was commissioned by Brown's family, and no allegations of wrongdoing were raised in relation to it. But Parcells' frequent media appearances led to scrutiny, including a CNN story revealing he had no specific certification or training. Between 2016 and 2019, Parcells made more than $1.1 million.
My guy's
state
a
of
hustler, dude. That's to make you didn't go to school. You're chopping up bodies. People are cool with it, and you're a millionaire because of it. That's nuts.
If you're going to create a fake job, okay? Let's go back to that for a second.
Yeah.
Creating a fake job with no license to do it, you want to do something no one wants to do.
Yeah. Which is why, it says he had 350 clients. If he was just a landscaper, you know what I mean? You could just chop 350 clients, you make $1 million. But he was like, nope, Gotta chop up toes.
But people see your work as a landscaper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like this guy and like the guy who gets dead raccoons under your house.
Yeah.
Both have as much like someone watching what they're doing. Both of those are more like, is it done? Okay, brother, get out of here, you creepy fuck.
But what if like you needed a discount pathologist? Like, I don't need a contractor's license. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, I'm fine. Like, if it was a Mexican pathologist, I'd be like, it's fine. You know, like, it's good.
He's done stuff.
He doesn't need his license. He does my tile. He might as well autopsy.
He's probably a doctor in Mexico, just didn't transfer.
Yeah, that's the sad part.
Have you ever been paid to do something you didn't want to do?
Have I ever paid somebody to do something I didn't want to do?
Or you've been paid for something you didn't want to do?
I've paid people to take entire classes in college.
That's
like
great.
I paid some chick $300 to do my entire Algebra 2 class. I was like, I just want to see.
Yeah,
And
love that.
She got me a C.
We're going to put her name out there. That is Lydia Gonzalez.
Hernandez.
Claudia Hernandez. Lydia Gonzalez is pretty close
Pretty
to Claudia
close.
Hernandez.
Pretty solid.
That is a great one. $300, I think, great deal.
Yeah, and she was just like, "I'll get you a C. $300 will get you the C for the whole class." I was like, "Yes, 100%," and I got that C.
Did you look like her?
She was
Because
like,
this was when you were even younger and more feminine looking.
yeah. No, she could have just gone to class as
Yeah.
me. Like, I am Saul.
Oh, I thought that's what it was.
No, man, it was online.
Oh.
And even better, online.
I pictured she came in, wore a wig, a Selena shirt.
Pillows.
I got some questions.
Yeah. Honor student. This Saul Trujillo's a genius.
Hello. I look like the woman who killed Selena. Have I been paid for? I feel like me being paid for something I didn't want to do is every job we've ever had. Paid
just a 9 to 5?
just anything I've ever had to do I didn't want to do. And then have I ever paid somebody? Yeah, for sure. I've paid people to do a lot of stuff.
The way you're toning that sounds like you had murders killed. Like,
Been to Thailand,
oh boy.
the Philippines, these little Thai boys. No, I've never left this country. But yeah, I've done some stuff. I don't remember off the top of my head. Parcells, who ran 3 companies, was also charged in 2019 by Kansas attorney Derek Schmidt with conducting illegal autopsies. In August, Parcells was banned from doing business in Kansas.
Just Kansas? He's like, you're fine for the rest of the
But
49.
it's any business. He's like, can I get a hot dog?
You gotta chop it up?
Are you Parcells? Can't do any business with you. In order to pay more than $700,000 restitution fines for the state cases. He was also ordered to pay over $2,500,000 in restitution to 82 people that used his services. That came after he was convicted in November of 3 felonies and 3 misdemeanors related to providing illegal autopsies in Wabanasi County. I think I stroked. I don't think any place is called Wabanasi.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's just swoop. Yes, hit. Just talking in reverse. Prosecutors discovered that Parcells collected more than 1,600 biological samples, mostly human tissue, as part of the scheme.
Sounds like it's the love of the game.
Yeah, he's
Just
putting up.
loves- Yeah. 10,000 hours, man. And if that means got to cut up 10,000 bodies to be the best.
He did it. All right, those are 2 great crimes. Want to give a shout out to West Coast Gardens, the best weed you can smoke. Hit it 1 time, hit it 2 times, hit it 3 times. You should probably sit down because your ass is stoned. Want to give a shout out to Tony Gidley, my man.
It's Ultra Heel.
John Sosa's Comedy Store Records. See you guys next time. We'll bring another banger. The world's on fire. Might as well laugh a bit. Bye.